North Korean refugee Sharon Jang studies English and public speaking with instructor Tony Doken Morgan at the nonprofit group Teach North Korean Refugees in Seoul. Photo, Thomas Maresca, special to USA Today. Seoul. After escaping a brutal life working up to 15 hours a day in a North Korean coal mine, Sharon Jang found that her lack of English skills kept her from acclimating to life in South Korea. When I came here, in 2011, I realized English was really important for adjusting, said Jang, 27. I wanted to study nursing, but it was so difficult because so many of the terms were in English. For many of the more than 30,000 North Korean defectors who have arrived in South Korea, English quickly emerges as a vital necessity, especially among students. While North Korean defectors are given preferential admission to universities, they often find themselves falling behind because many classes use English language textbooks and teaching materials. Most South Korean students study English for several years before attending college, but those from the North are almost never exposed to the language back home. More, the risks of war with North Korea in 2018. More, South Korea predicts U.S. North Korea talks will take place in 2018. A 2016 study from the government-run Korea Development Institute found almost a third of defectors enrolled in universities wanted to suspend their studies because of English difficulties. Even the language difference between South and North Korean is exacerbated by English. The two countries speak the same Korean language, but after being separated for almost 70 years, the influx of English terms into the South, known as Konglish, leaves many from the North baffled. Another 2014 poll by South Korea's Unification Ministry found that more than 40% of defectors picked communication problems from the use of foreign languages as the biggest difficulty in assimilation. It has had a major impact on their lives and career prospects. An estimated 35% of refugees are unemployed, while 80% work in menial jobs. For Jang, help has come through a Seoul-based nonprofit called Teach North Korean Refugees, TNKR. Founded in 2013 by an American educational policy analyst, Casey Lartigue, and South Korean researcher, Lee Ian-koo, TNKR pairs North Korean refugees with volunteer English tutors for free language lessons. The group's founders met at a conference on North Korean human rights and began discussing ideas for how to help defectors. Both had already come to the realization that English was a need that wasn't being adequately addressed. Escaping is the first battle for refugees, said Lartigue. Then they have to adjust to a world that uses English. Since the group's founding, more than 325 North Korean refugees have studied with over 700 volunteer teachers. Lartigue, who was formerly a policy analyst and school choice advocate at the Libertarian Cato Institute in Washington, D.C., said the program doesn't force North Koreans to address the past. Volunteers are specifically instructed not to ask about the students' experiences and backgrounds. We have the motto "Look forward, not back," he said.